What is up, everybody? It's AxBy94, and I got KB in the commentary booth with me.
Right, lads.
Here we go. It's the last match of the group stage. We're about to figure out who is the last name to reach the playoffs. Actually, it's a bit more complicated than that, as I'm sure you know, KB. Like, at this point, the other two matches of Group B have been posted, so we know that you're out.
Indeed.
But here's the thing. Castor is like 98% qualified. Meanwhile, AxBy needs a 2-0 win, not to qualify, but to tie both Castor and Pin in a three-way tie. That is how complicated this thing is.
Yeah, it's been insanely close in this group. But yeah, finally can see the conclusion.
Yep. And the other thing is that these two guys don't know the results of the other games, but we can see in the lineups, and we will see in the lineups of game 1 and 2 that they definitely put everything on the two maps because they knew that this was the most likely scenario, especially AxBy. So we have Medic on high and dry with two sappers. And Castor instead brought the couple even, which is not something you would bring on high and dry, with two sappers as well, like a very early Hogs competitive lineup.
Yeah, these are really meaty lineups, and like you say, yeah, it's just to try and get that all-out victory, 1-2 straight away. So yeah, let's see how they do. AxBy to go first.
Yeah, this
and
is
the guy
kind
falling
of
down the mountain in the background. I never get tired of that. Oh man.
That's just a perfect camera angle to appreciate it as well.
I love this game so much.
So let's see. AxBy basically needs to go to the other side to get the medic.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a way to go. It's always slightly scary going over these islands, losing a fair bit of health on the way, but what other choices you got? Got to find that medic.
Yeah. Decent navigation, he only lost 10 health.
Yep, could have been worse. Finds the medic easy enough for that classic MoMA first turn that we're so damn used to now.
I have to say, we've seen high and dry played many times, and I've never seen MoMA in this position. It's a very weird spawn. I wonder how it'll play out.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. It's yeah, very close to the water there, so who knows? Might be going for some early medic kills.
Yeah, not a very unlucky spawn even for the what's it called? Para here. He had to use a jetpack to just getting in position to do something. Although he will get a nice bunching up here if he plays it safe, if he plays it right.
Yeah, he will do. That's a really lovely bit of position there. Look at that. Potential for a little bit of water possibly as well.
Yeah, and the Grenadier from Castor's lineup is next, so these two will not move anytime soon. Nice bazooka with water damage here. Good start for AxBy.
Yeah, really strong start, and like you say, they're still quite close to each other, so some potential for even more double damage for AxBy. So yeah, very, very lucky with the spawns there.
He's gonna have to forego one of his favorite weapons, a shrapnel, to probably put a TNT there.
Well, yeah, that'll pain him, but yeah, gonna be worth it if he can get some double damage with a TNT.
Yeah, I don't know. The position is quite complicated as well. Like, where do you run after putting TNT there? I think he will go after the shrapnel anyway, if you ask me.
Yeah, he may well do. It is AxBy after all, but we see Castor here with a cluster.
Yeah. Especially considering he needs to take care of the Grenadier soon. That was a slightly off cluster, which I was gonna say could pay off with water damage, but he doesn't get any.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to fly straight into the water, but in the end that was, I mean, still pretty decent. That was, what, 78? So, yeah, not the worst.
And I like this move here. He would be very tempted to go for the shrapnel, but instead he's going for a combo with the TNT, which, you know, there's a paratrooper right next to that place there. He could finish the Grenadier in his turn when he comes up.
Castor's got a little bit of a journey to find. Oh, does he know the skip here, though? I presume he does. Look at that.
There's actually two places where you can skip. I learned that the other day.
From Nicholas, by any chance?
They're very close to each other, so usually we mistake them as just being one skip place, but it's actually two tiles very close to each other.
Nice 50 shrapnel there, and a little bit of water for good measure.
Yep.
Yeah, I have to say,
Now,
AxBy has sort of got a reputation of being one of the stronger shrapnel players, but I have to say Castor has actually been pretty insane with his shrapnels this league too, so yeah.
I would say everyone has had at least a very good shrapnel moment this year. I had mine, Mephisto had his, AxBy has his, Pinstripe. Basically everyone had a very good shrapnel moment. And don't forget Angurio. Angurio is, to me, the scariest one with shrapnels.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think Angurio these days could be considered a bit of a shrapnel master. He always had the reputation of being the heavy weapons master, which he still is, but I think he's almost more of a shrapnel guy, I think of now. He's just insane with them.
Oof. Two slight mistakes from AxBy. I think the setup for his shrapnel didn't work out there, and also before when he put the TNT here, he put himself in a very dangerous position.
Yeah, not quite able to capitalise on that early lead because, yeah, positioning mistakes can be very costly. It looks like this is going to be some pretty hefty water damage.
Yeah,
Could even be a kill.
Check out the number of health from this guy because the scout is coming up from Castor's lineup.
Yep,
But he's
dead.
fine. Well, he's not fine. He's dead, but
Yeah, I mean, dead's worse than skipping a turn, so, yeah, pretty beefy
that's the
move there by
logic of this
Castor.
game. And now there's a crucial turn for AxBy here. He needs to clean up this Grenadier without making any mistakes.
Should be nice and easy, I think. Even a cattle prod would be not. Oh yeah, well cattle prod would kill him. Could have even just used a second jetpack there and then maybe got a distant bazooka shot on another pig. But I mean, you got to kill the grenadier. At least he's doing it safely this way.
Yeah, but
Although
now he's
still a
in
little close to the water.
Yeah, a TNT would still deal a lot of damage there. But you know, when you're under pressure, you need to kill the grenadier. You just have to make some sacrifices sometimes. Because if you go for a risky shot and you miss it, then it's big trouble.
Yeah, we're getting to that point in the league now where every turn, it's not just about doing a good solid turn like that was, it's maximising everything. So yes, he killed the Grenadier, but he is now vulnerable himself. You've got to think about these things from so many angles these days, such as the level of the competition.
You also got to think about the fact that, with the fact that he killed the Grenadier now... Actually, no, the Boma reverse is not coming because he also lost a para.
Yeah, that's right.
So this poison is virtually useless if AxBy manages to run up there and heal and go back down.
Which he should be able to. It's not the furthest distance to travel.
Yeah, I don't think that was a good move by Castor there. I probably would have gone to poison someone from the other side of the map. At least that would have been effective.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, again, it's about maximising every bit of potential in every turn. AxBy maintaining the MoMA advantage as well. Health bar's pretty even at the moment, but I mean, with the MoMA too, AxBy I'd say is just about in the lead at the moment.
Yeah, the
slight health advantage.
Slight advantage, yeah, for AxBy, and...
Ooh, this could be big.
That scout has already taken a lot of damage, remember, you're gonna remember that.
Yeah, that's true. Could be the end of him if he gets a good bazooka.
Probably focus on the sapper.
I would move away a little bit though, he's quite close to his own NG.
Yep, that's a...
Ooh.
That's a huge positioning mistake.
Yeah, definitely, I wouldn't say, I mean...
Scout is dead. And also, the fact that the scout is dead also will make the MoMA reverse happen now. Like, that was probably a mistake in general.
Yeah. It's so hard to keep track of those things, but I mean, even just in a normal sense, this is still double damage for Castor and potentially big water damage on the paratrooper as well. So yeah, positioning from AxBy not the best.
Yeah, just in general, that turn was a mistake.
One of those ones that looks good on paper, but in reality, yeah, I mean, look at the payback there. Huge damage.
Okay, yeah. He needs to take care of one of the two. Like, both of Castor's sappers can deal massive damage right now. Remember, there's another positioning mistake AxBy did on the other side of the map, and Castor's second sapper is coming up.
Yeah, knowing Castor, he will have remembered that too. He'll go straight over and exploit that position and get some big water damage. I mean, even if he doesn't,
he'll remember instantly the moment he gets control of that sapper.
Yes, very true.
Okay, this is a sign of the nerves coming up to AxBy.
Yeah, I'm not sure I quite understand the logic behind this one. So if he knocked him down to the valley, he'd at least have a long way to go to find an opponent, right? But here, it's going to be a shorter walk for him.
Well, not necessarily.
Unless...
It was a very good TNT in the end. Just the fact that he didn't feel confident about the shrapnel to me, that's what I meant more like.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, I thought it might be a better idea to knock that guy down into the valley behind, and then you'd have a longer journey to find a target. But in the end, it kind of worked out right, yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty good TNT in the end.
But here we see the exploitation of the positioning again, with the paratrooper going straight in the drink.
Ooh, that's kinda lucky if you ask me.
Could have been a lot worse, you're right.
Yeah. He has to find his way back.
I have to say though, even with the mistakes and things, I mean, obviously both players are putting on the damage really high, but AxBy's still got a strong health advantage. He really is piling on the damage. Still 2 jetpacks as well.
Yeah, he needs to just keep going, because again, they're both doing very well in terms of damage, but Castor's damage has more, like a huge chunk of it has been basically given out by AxBy. Now he doesn't have time for a bazooka. He needs to realize it.
Yeah, it's not going to happen as he got.
No!
Oh, so close.
I was about to say that's one mistake that AxBy did in every single matches, in every single match of his Hogs War League so far, and that is a good thing that he did not do that. But he was just barely out of reach for the machine gun.
So close, just by a couple of pixels. And here we see the MoMA reverse as well, so Castor's still got a good chance to turn this one around.
Yeah. The good thing for AxBy is that the scout is gone, so not really much of an advantage in getting the MoMA now for Castor. That is 100% going to be a kill.
Yeah, unless he miraculously flies over to the other side, but I don't think so. This guy's going straight in the drink. Oh god, yeah, he's only on 53. Yep, he's dead.
Yeah. And Castor's sapper also wasn't very good on health, so AxBy could do something about it. I mean, the thing is, if AxBy manages to deal enough damage that the purple scout, the purple medic will have too much work to do, then he can still win the game.
Yeah, very true. Starting to get to these very, very tricky, crucial stages where any mistakes are going to trip you up. No one going for the health, I've noticed, but I mean, it's such a risk on this map anyway to...
I would say, no matter what he does in this turn, he needs to protect this 73 from this sapper at all costs. This is a decent move.
Yep, just take the guy out. Very close to the edge.
I guess he's safe because the guy on the other side has another target to worry about. But still, if Castor somehow manages to get there with a TNT, that guy is... and he's going straight for him.
Yep, looks like it. Like you were saying, he's got to protect that guy, but he's very vulnerable now.
Yeah.
Castor's going to go straight over and end his career.
Oh my god, this guy
big recovery!
So much health. And AxBy's paratrooper has no jetpack left.
Yep, I think we could be seeing the game turn around after a very strong start from AxBy. This is... Yeah, look at that. I think this guy's a goner too.
I'm not 100% sure, actually, he's dead.
Let's see the position in the water. Whoa,
He's alive!
No, actually, not bad, not bad.
He's alive!
Just scrapes through.
I feel like the only way AxBy could pull this back is a gigantic shrapnel on the last sapper of Castor team.
Yeah, but Hail Mary shrapnel, maybe even a lucky recovery with a health crate, but like Castor got, but I don't know, it's going to be very tricky from here on.
The problem is I don't even think AxBy will have a chance to do another shrapnel.
No,
because
probably
now
not.
The medic is coming up, which means skip.
Yeah, this is starting to slip away, I think. Oh, just look at the health of that sapper, though. That was a massive recovery from that health
Good
break.
bazooka, though. That's gonna get something.
Any extra?
Only 2. No time for a healing for Castor. That was at least a good move. And Jim Bob actually still has a tranquilizer and a decent amount of health, so probably this is not over.
Yeah, that's very true. It's still... Yeah, it's kind of hanging in the balance a little bit. A couple of mistakes from Castor could see the end of it, but yeah. Man, it's hard to say. It's very tense.
Probably a good idea for Castor would be to just kill the sapper standing in a position where it's... that's gonna make it hard, though. I like the idea of putting yourself next to a paratrooper, so if the shot fails, that guy's gonna have a hard time hitting! He was probably dead anyway, but that fragment from the shrapnel comes in to help at the last second.
Yeah, that was an interesting one.
I don't know. Castor will have to do something about the medic, otherwise AxBy could still have a chance, and AxBy is doing very good with the bazookas.
Yeah, he is doing beautiful, consistent damage. A little bit of extra water as well.
That's gonna be a heal, though.
Yeah, very true. That's not too far to travel.
Yeah, I think the medic is gonna be left alone. The medic from AxBy is gonna be left alone, and then he'll have to figure something out.
Yeah, he's still got Trank and some semi-decent health, but yeah, he's gonna have to tread very, very carefully from here.
70. Yeah, he needs to... Castor needs to avoid the body block now, and... He could potentially go for the medic instead and just leave the paratrooper alone instead.
Oh man, it's so hard to say. Not going for the medic.
Oh, he's gonna fall down!
Yeah, that was a risky place to do head jumps.
Is he out of TNTs?
I think he might be.
Oh, he is. That we saw it earlier.
So here comes the Hail Mary shrapnel. Presumably.
Okay, this is a crucial shot for Castor here.
Be hoping for a 70, and it's a 70 at least.
70 or even more.
Blimey.
And that means that the game is basically over.
Yep, nothing AxBy can do from here. The health advantage is simply too big for Castor. What a turnaround. That was so even up until those later stages.
Yeah, it's so sad for AxBy, but I think a couple of positioning mistakes was just too big for him.
Yeah, positioning mistakes and losing the MoMA, I think, are the ones that sort of spell the end for him. But man, what a well-played game overall, though, I've got to say.
Yeah, just a tactical mistake in killing that scout is which basically ended it. And then...
Another incredible bazooka.
Yeah, he's playing... technically, he's playing very well. It's just the tactics that weren't on point, which is strange because AxBy usually is the opposite kind of player, if you ask me.
I kind of think of him as more of a technical player, only because he's competent with the shrapnels and he's quite good with maximising damage and things. But yeah, I mean, he's quite a balanced player overall. This time, though, his tactical side has let him down a touch. Ooh.
Okay, that was a miss. Doesn't change anything, probably.
Yeah, sadly not. Well, I say sadly not. Obviously, it's not biased, but I like to see things go down to the wire if they can. It's nice to see a closer game, but yeah, not going to make any difference there.
Yeah, it's a desperate move, but you gotta go for it. He's going for the health crate, maybe getting
worth a try.
50, 10. I don't even know if it's still possible to get a 50 out of these. Yeah, you gotta shoot.
Oh, that's completely undone anything. Oh, down to 10. Yeah, that's over.
Yeah, it's over.
Still fighting on valiantly, but...
It would have been a good move to do that and hit one of Castor's pigs in a way that he would be limping. But it's just not gonna happen. And unfortunately, for AxBy, that means he's out of Hogs War League 2023. He needed a 2-0 win, and Castor is taking the lead.
Such a shame for AxBy, but yeah, there's a reason that Castor is the champ. Well, former two-time champ.
Yep. You can see it by the 2 medals on his card there. But Castor will take game 1.
That was a great game. I enjoyed that one, actually. Nice and even throughout. And then, yeah, some classic examples of what to do and what not to do in a competitive game.
I agree. It's just a spectacle of Hogs War League, if you will.
Perfect.
So, we'll take a break and then come back for game 2.
Lads.
Alright, we are back. Oh, I forgot. Oh. Nice. We're going to play Over the Top. I'm not going to comment on that. No, I'm just kidding. It is appreciated that we use the soundboard, actually, in commentary. We've been saying that we have to do it many times, but we always forget to do it because we're so in the focus of the game.
Oh, that wasn't the soundboard. I've just got a bad stomach.
Why did you have to make it worse?
Anyway, Over the Top. Interesting lineups here. We've got Castor with a more conventional one with a couple of paratroopers to kick off. AxBy's got a very interesting lineup, though, starting with a scout, then a grenadier, and a medic in 4.
Yeah, I know what's happening here. And the one that to be blamed for this is Nicholas. That should give enough of a hint to what's gonna happen.
Okay, this is going to be, I'm guessing, skips and spawn madness to get AxBy crazy
Yeah.
map
It's
traversal
just,
skills.
I was actually watching, like I said in the break, I was looking for a few clips to make a compilation later on, and I stumbled upon one of the games on the old over the top, and I have to say, it was just exactly identical to this one. Just the slippery tiles are a bit more confusing, but the difference is that that one doesn't have a skip for the player that was considered to be in disadvantage. So technically, this is more balanced than the old one.
Interesting. What do you think of this map in general, by the way? I actually am quite fond of it. I know I had an interesting final against Agger on this map, which, yeah, we won't talk about, but I actually like the map overall.
I think I like it, if anything, for the sole reason that we have very few long-distance maps, and we need a couple.
Yeah, definitely. Long distance and unconventional strategies are just, they're nectar from the gods in Hogs of War at the moment. So yeah, I like to see crazy maps like this.
Yeah, I would argue that the most fun ones to watch and maybe play are the ones that have a little bit of hazards along the way, like artilleries. Chill Hill is super fun to watch. Water, minefields, even when they're not overdone, they provide a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely agree there. Seeing a pretty flimsy bazooka from Castor to kick off with. AxBy going for the mortars, of course.
Also, by the way, don't go away, because even though AxBy, even though he doesn't know it, we didn't tell him yet, even though AxBy has been eliminated, the fact that Castor's result actually matters, whether he wins or not, because it will determine the bracket of the playoffs. In fact, at the end of this match, we will reveal the playoffs bracket. That looks like a blimp hit. No.
A little bit long. Both players just getting a feel for their long range at the start. Pretty much even damage.
Yeah, Castor didn't start very well, but so did AxBy, I would say. That looks a bit short.
Yeah, might be. I think he's just going to make it. That should be fine at that point.
Yeah, I don't know whether that patch is fine.
He is drifting a little to the side. I thought, oh, okay, there we go. That's fine.
Oh, he was just aiming for that spot to be covered from the other side. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, nice positioning. That's going to be a little bit of a weak bazooka again. I mean, 28's not the worst, but yeah, these guys need to get their eye in, certainly.
I don't know. To be fair, at that distance, with height involved, 28 is not that bad with a bazooka when the max is 40. I know we're on Hogs of War League, so technically we're striving for perfection, but...
Pretty much, yeah. I suppose, yeah, it's an awkward map to shoot on. They'll start to improve as the game goes on, I'm sure,
yeah,
but yeah.
Not the best spawn for this Grenadier to invade. I think he's gonna just have to do something else. Nope, that's
I don't know if that's... No, that's not going to reach at all.
Maybe.
Going to go for a roll along the top.
Oh! It was actually too much.
Yeah, it was in the end. I didn't think that would go anywhere.
Yeah, I thought it would just fall down back down flatly.
Nice.
It was actually too much.
Okay, this is a pretty classic move, I think. Go for those mortars, get around the corner for safety, blast.
Yeah. And yeah, Castor also did his own work because he has the medic in the crossing over position. Also, although he also has to waste another turn to do it. Because the good thing about this map is that yes, you can invade, but you most likely have to take 60 seconds to do it. That was a perfect mortar.
Really, really nice job there. Into the water. Yeah, good job from Castor there. That was a lovely mortar. Got to be careful in the water in this valley. The pigs have a habit of swimming in some slightly unusual ways towards the centre. So yeah, AxBy's going to want to get his paratrooper out there as soon as possible.
Yeah, let's see. Oof. I was going to say, look out for the bridge, but this is not mission 16. So.
The speedrunner and ADB coming out there, I think.
Yeah.
Always keeping an eye for the hazards on the old school maps.
Nice long distance jackback from AxBy there.
Yeah, nice in position, plenty of time to get a decent shot away. Is it another 40? Yes, it is. He's great with these sort of mid to short range bazookas.
I imagine he wanted to throw him out, like down, so it should have been a little bit shorter than that, but still gets the 40.
Yeah, almost too perfect, you could say. That's a pretty scary sapper with long range and close range capabilities with the bazookas now in his arsenal.
Yeah, he needs to get close. He won't be able to do anything other than the bazooka. Yeah, this is basically the gist of this map. Like, the first turns of everyone are just gonna spend repositioning. And if you picked up some heavy weapons along the way, maybe shooting.
Yeah, you're right. As we see, they are starting to get their eye in. That's a nice 38. Now, what's AxBy's plan with this medic? Is it coming in? Okay, here we go. That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, so the spawns for this map work in the usual 1-3-5 and 2-4 pattern. So he put the Medic and Grenadier in 2-4 because these are the ones that spawn next to the skip.
Ah, I see. Okay. Well, he clearly has done his homework. Going to get Trank away as well, just in time.
Yeah, he's going to push him down if he does it like that, which I don't know if he wants to or not. Nope, never mind.
Yeah, good change of position at the last second to maintain a body block.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say probably better that if Deal not fall down.
Yeah, definitely. Got a little bit of protection now. Although, nah, not that I was thinking Castor's Scout can, deal with body blocks quite well, but it depends if that's what he's actually going to choose to do, because it will be tricky to get the shot away.
He's gonna need to. No, you can't do that. He's gonna need to
Running out of time. Gonna have to, and he's gonna have to get on with it soon. Okay, just going for the poison in the end. Yeah, not enough time to really exploit it.
Although, I mean, that guy is on 41 and he's now on 26, so he's pretty dangerous anyway. I'm pretty sure AxBy's medic is not going to get a chance to heal him.
No, probably not.
When AxBy's going for the crossing over, which you tested it. I think you were the one that discovered it. You know what happens if you position yourself in a bad way here.
Yeah, you've got to be so careful in this valley. That was me and Metal Man doing some practice, and we noticed that if you get knocked into the water, particularly in the middle, the pig will swim along the length of the river rather than just trying to get to the shore as quickly as possible. Oh, no! Crikey, that's not ideal from AxBy there, it must be said. He's in a dangerous position near the water, gets no damage at all.
I don't know about that. I mean, that's probably the safest part of the river. And if I was AxBy, I would check the crate behind me. That's an airburst.
Yeah, it is indeed. I mean...
Oh, wait. Does he maybe... I think he wants to hit the guy that's next to that crate there. Do you see him?
Yeah. So he could... Are they close enough to get double damage? He's going to destroy it as well?
I don't know. No.
No, it's up on the hill. Okay.
But still, it's an airburst less for Castor.
Yeah, I mean, could have been a lot worse. He didn't do any damage, but he has at least taken away some of Castor's resources. So not an entire waste, but definitely AxBy needs to start piling on the damage a bit more.
And he has now successfully hit the scout from everyone from Castor's team. Everybody's leaving him alone.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's very easy to lose track of the espionage class on this crazy map.
In fact, I thought Castor was going to go for him in this turn, but he's focusing on a Grenadier, which is a good idea in and of itself, but not now, because he's gonna run out of time, and also he was not going to kill him anyway. He was next.
Yep. It's a good idea if you can actually do something, but not if you can just fly over and lose your turn. So yeah, perhaps the nerve's starting to set in a little.
Probably, but all it did was giving AxBy an extra target, which he doesn't even need to. He just probably wants to go for the medic, to be honest.
Yeah, 100%. He knows his mark. Let's see if he can get a decent cluster away.
Maybe he wants to body block the scout and go for the medic? No, he just goes for the medic. 62 though, that's not the best target to pick for the Grenadier.
Yeah, not going to maximise the damage, but I mean, at least he takes the medic out of the game. One of those ones like we were saying earlier, if you can take out the medic or the Grenadier, even if it's not absolutely the ideal thing to do, you have at least got the two most dangerous pigs out, so yeah, reliable.
Coming up right now.
Yep, definitely. Nice, easy skip. Oh, he is trying to remember the turn order though, maybe.
Really? Oh, okay, he's just trying for the heck of it, because it's, Okay.
That seems very risky to me. Yeah, just go for the jump and the punch.
Maybe he wanted to avoid self-damage with the explosion, but probably, he's probably gonna be alright.
Yeah, the trot gets you just outside of the explosive range.
Now that guy skips.
Yep, I think Castor was probably just checking the turn order and he did get it correct, so yeah, nice instant skip.
That's one of the things I like about the scouts, is that yes, we say multiple times that if your enemy controls the MoMA, then it's much harder to use poison. But that's the thing; it's not impossible. It's just much harder.
Yeah, at the very least, if you can poison a pig, even if your opponent has to go and heal them, you at least waste their time and put them in a risky position where they might, not be able to get back and trank, that sort of thing.
True,
So it's still useful.
that is also true. That is also true. Just
Never
in
underestimate
general,
the power of...
I had many matches this season where my opponent had the MoMA and I was the one making turn skips. Not to brag, but
That's humble brag from ADB there. Okay, is he going to be able to maintain a body block here? That seems a little risky aiming that low, but it's okay.
Yeah, and that is an airburst collected for that guy.
Just delivered it straight into his hands.
Probably should have gone for this para, to be honest, considering it was next to.
Yeah, very true. If he'd knocked him down, he wouldn't be able to get these 2 easy jetpacks away, or he could have done, but again, it would be more difficult. So yeah, probably would have been the more ideal target.
Remember that sapper that skipped his turn, like not skipped his turn, but failed to throw the shrapnel right next to the river? He's still there. Nobody has touched him.
Yeah, good point actually. That hasn't been exploited yet. Okay, what's Castor setting up an easy turn skip here? I think.
The math.
Yeah.
Castor just did the math. Yeah.
Yep,
here he is.
Yeah, he got away with it in the end. AxBy's sapper proving very lucky.
Yeah, the Sky Blue Medic is on 51, I think, which is an easy task for this guy, the sapper here. Just collect something. Just there's some mortar. I would go for a shrapnel on the sapper, to be honest.
Yep, got to go for it at this point. Come on, Mr. Shrapnel, what can you do?
Oh yeah, but that's a tricky position. That's too short. Way too short.
Yeah, way too short. Yeah, I have to say, AxBy's not... I have to say, overall in this league, he's been a little unconfident with shrapnels, I'd say, which is, I think, is a shame for him, because he loves that weapon, but it's just not quite gone his way.
I'd say, ever since the game with Pin. The game with Pin was just perfect. Like, he put 1-2 shrapnels out of nowhere that just directed the game to his side.
Definitely, yeah. Not been quite the same since.
Then came the game with Nicholas, which okay.
Pause it, lads.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, we are back. We had a bit of a disconnection from Castors, but we are able to start back thanks to the save states. We have Castor doing his turn with the paratrooper once again.
Yeah, shame to have a disconnection like that. It's yeah, we're still working on getting the most reliable setup we can possible for this game, but
yeah,
we're getting there.
I would say so far with netplay, the disconnections are rarer, but they do require a little bit of mind work to get the game back up when they happen. Whoa, okay.
Changing target last second.
Yeah, it was a good move in the end. Ooh, and this guy is the worst possible pig for AxBy at the moment.
Completely isolated over here.
I mean, the position itself it is fine, but oh whoa.
Wait.
I did not know that one.
AxBy warping through the astral plane there.
Yeah. I don't know, I would still stayed in my position there. You have a mortar, you have airbursts on your side, and I think you're gonna pick up one now.
Yeah, nice to grab the airburst, but I think there is something to be said for defensive play. Is it gonna reach? Nope.
But there was also one scout right over the little hill. You could have poisoned him if you wanted.
Yeah, could maybe have let it roll.
Yeah, like I said, it's just probably the exact same thing that happened in the game with you, KB. Just the disconnection broke the focus.
Yeah, it really does, sadly. It's a bit of a pain when that happens. Really can lose concentration quite easily.
So let's see. I completely lost track of the turns. I don't know if the Grenadier would be next now. I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Yeah, Castor clearly was trying to work out the turn order and see who to go for, see if he could get the skip on the medic, but in the end goes for the double damage. Doesn't quite take out the Grenadier.
There he goes. So, still a chance for a big damage for AxBy.
Yeah, a bit of a mistake from Castor there, leaving this guy alive.
Yeah, he remembered about him too late twice in this game now. I'm struggling to remember. Ooh. Okay, the game lagging a little bit, which doesn't help AxBy. Castor skipping, and is it the medic's turn? Is it? Yeah, it is. So this medic is safe from skipping from now. Well, we can now say that the turn order affected Castor as well, because that one mistake in leaving the Grenadier alive is just piling up.
I've disconnected. ADB, are you able to share your screen?
I will. You won't hear the audio, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I can make do. Thank you. There we go.
Ooh. Oh, last second rank for him.
Oh, so close. Yeah, just caught that as I have reconnected again. There we go.
Yeah, he's not next. Not even close. But still. He was able to heal the Grenadier back to 26. Which Castor promptly has to waste a turn for. That was the point of it.
All these disconnections and things, I've lost track of the game a little bit, but I'll get my head back into it soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I would say AxBy still has a fair grip on the game, with the power of his stronger picks. Yeah, you have to do the long way around here.
Those damn slippery tiles, always wasting a little bit of time.
Yeah, he will have time for a TNT. But of course,
goes for a shrapnel instead. Oh, a long-range one though.
For the other para, that's a crazy hard shot here.
Yeah, full power as well. Oh, yeah, that was never going to work, I don't think.
Does succeed in body blocking that guy, so at least his sapper is safe. And remember, AxBy has a basically full health scout still on the other side there.
Yeah, that is very true.
But he needs to do something about that medic. Oh yeah, that's even easier.
Yeah, very, very easy skip coming in.
I don't think... Wait, where is... Oh, he went down!
Ooh.
If he hadn't gone down, he would have had time to go there and do a one head jump, but he doesn't.
Oh man, yeah. He's gonna have to sit and watch that skip coming in now.
Unless...
I mean...
No, I don't think that's possible.
No, he won't get quite the spread of damage, I don't think. I mean, he aims a little to the right, No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think it's even in range. He's trying to.
Worth a go, I suppose, but... Nah, it's going to be just a little too short anyway.
On the para. Castor misses a turn as well, though.
Oh, okay, so there's still a shot. Oh, no, there's not. He skips now. Okay.
To be completely fair, I would have definitely gone for damage on this guy instead. Just there's no reason to try a super hard shot if you have... Like I said, I'm not blaming anything on these guys from this point on, because, you know...
Yeah, sometimes it's easy to get a little too focused on, you know, what the perfect turn would be. The ideal would have been to kill his own guy to prevent the skip, but yeah, really would have been better to go for a more reliable shot on the guy next to him.
Yeah, to contradict what we said earlier, sometimes the easiest shot is the best one.
Yeah, that is very true. Talking about maximising turns, you've got to be sure that you actually can do it.
Like here, for example, I'm pretty sure a TNT throwing him down would have been great.
Yeah, very true. This is a slightly risky...
Although that looks... Castor still has 4
pretty
picks.
decent.
That looks decent. 35, it's a kill.
Yep, enough for a kill, so good enough.
AxBy started body blocking like crazy, and I think right now... Wait, no, the scout is open, so...
Still pretty healthy, but yeah, he's exposed and poisoned.
Yeah, and he's
of course.
also poisoned. He's still got a decent amount of health. That could help a lot. But no, he falls down.
Oh yeah, that could have been a saving grace for AxBy to get him on there. He could have had a bit more of an easy time traversing the map, but yep, stays down here.
What if he jumps up and manages to do a double poison? But that's not enough time to get close to the para.
No, nowhere near enough time. Still trying, but
It could still work if you angle it a certain way. Maybe hit the para with it. I don't know. It's just my brain thinking crazy poisons. Doesn't even know where he at. That's way too much. Still gonna get 20 though.
20 and knocks him down. Could have been worse, but yeah, a bit of a strange one there.
Yeah. Again, it's hard not to feel for AxBy because at this point it's fair to say his 2 most important games of the season have been tainted by the huge, you know, focus break of the disconnection. I would say this one, I mean, he doesn't know it, but he's already out, so it doesn't affect that much. But you know, it still annoys you.
Yeah, I have to say, I feel for AxBy especially because I think out of everyone with netplay, we too have probably had the worst time with it. I've had some awful issues with netplay, random slowdown in the middle of turns, power up, like bazookas going way too powerful when I don't want them to, that sort of thing.
It's just the majority
I do feel
of
for
players. The majority of players had a good time with it.
Yeah, the way I think of it is if you have like Parsec, then people like Fox, for example, are going to have big input delay, and if you go for netplay, people like me and AxBy might have some delay issues. So no matter what, someone's always going to lose out. It never feels good when it's you, but we don't have a perfect setup.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest question going into 2024 for me is how far can people play from? Because, you know, we have a couple players from overseas that basically did not get into the competitive scene because of Parsec being unplayable with the lag.
Yes, an interesting point actually. How far internationally can we push this game with the power of network?
I mean, we always had Herb but that's he doesn't count. He's always been fine with a 2 seconds delay. And,
somehow.
I don't know. He says that there's not much difference when he switched to netplay. I have no idea how that's possible, but
yeah, crazy. I guess he's just so used to compensating for difficult sort of connection issues that he's just completely got used to any kind of problems now.
I think, like, more than anything, he's just a very unapologetic guy. Like, he's okay with everything.
Pretty much, yeah. Lovely guy, Herb. Very
Is that the meaning of unapologetic?
Not quite, but close enough, I'd say.
All right. I think.
Yeah,
okay. I think it's the opposite. Like, the person who doesn't apologize, therefore, it's a bad person. But I meant to say he's a good person. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to sort of be a dictionary while also following these late stage turns, so I'm kind of...
Which is probably not a good idea, so let's focus back on the game.
Yeah, let's get our heads back into it, because it's still, I mean... Ooh, that was a nice...
50.
Shrapnel. Yeah, it's not completely impossible for... Oh, no, maybe it is now. I think the health difference is just too big.
Yeah, he's just... Castor doesn't even want to risk. He's just going to finish the Sapper with a 22, and I think it's over because AxBy's scout is poisoned.
Yeah, it's just going to start mopping up nice and easy now, although he did fire a mortar straight up without checking for the airship, so that could have tripped him up. Luckily it didn't.
Yeah.
Yep, it's over now. Nothing AxBy can do.
Hold on a second. Who's next?
No, wait, it's... Oh, who is next? Oh, I don't know. I've completely lost track.
I thought he still had an airburst. I mean, it's still possible to make him skip with a mortar.
Can be done, unlikely, but... Let's see, it's the final fling for AxBy. Can he do anything with this mortar?
That looks like a decent try to me. No, it's not.
Nope.
Close enough, but the scout was next anyway, so it's over.
Yeah, valiant effort from AxBy, but we're going to see Castor mopping up now. If he can just get this right.
And that means
That could even be a 50, and it is. Oh.
Castor will take this round and this match. 2-0 for him. He jumps back into second place and finishes Group B in second. While unfortunately AxBy finishes in 6th. And I kind of wanted AxBy to win, because if he did, we would have had 5 people on 9 points in Group B, which is just insane and tells you how crazy Group B was. But in the end, we have Mephisto, Castor, Nicholas, and Pinstripe qualifying, which means that these are the matchups for the playoffs. We have me versus Pinstripe, AxBy94 versus Pinstripe, Castor versus Revan, Angurio versus Nicholas, and Mephisto versus Fox.
Wow, that's some incredible matchups.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see them play out. And, well, I don't know if there's going to be any kind of announcement, probably a text announcement after this, because I don't have time to do anything in video form. But until then, see you guys at the playoffs.
Thanks a lot, guys. See you very soon.